Hi guys, so today we're going to be trying out the new Makeup Revolution stick foundation. I have it right here. This is what it looks like. It's just like your average stick foundation. I've never tried a stick foundation before, but I'm excited to try this. It was £5. I got it in the lightest shade, which is F1, just because I'm very pale, so I thought the lightest shade would be the best one for me. First what I'm going to do is I'm going to moisturise. I'm going to be using my Superdrug Vitamin E Intense Moisturiser. I'm going to get my fringe out of the way. So for the primer I'm going to be using the Ordinary High Adhesive Silicone Primer. Oh, okay. I'm not really sure what kind of finish this foundation is supposed to be. I know that it's supposed to be very high coverage from the videos that I've seen on their Instagram. So maybe I should do a quick Google and see what kind of finish it is. Okay, so it says this foundation is easy to apply, melts into skin, blending seamlessly to leave a fresh and dewy finish. Okay, this is how much product you get for £5, which really, when you think about it, isn't very much, because just imagine that like in a bottle. I don't know. I've never really used a stick foundation before, so I don't really know what the average amount you get is. I'm just going to slap this on. Again, this is the lightest shade, which is F1. Ooh. It feels like quite melty. I don't know how to explain it. It feels really soft. I think that's like the right colour for me. Do you think? I don't know. I'll do one side of my face and then we'll see how full coverage it looks. Okay, I'm going to be blending this in with my Real Technique sponge. Okay, so here it is on this side of the face and I haven't got it on this side yet. Can you see how full coverage it is? It's not as full coverage as I was expecting, just from like the promotional videos that I saw on Instagram, but it's got quite a nice finish. I've got to say it's not very light for the lightest colour. It's slightly too yellow for me. Okay, I'm going to do the other side now. I feel like I'm going to get through this really fast. It's already made a dent and I've only used it once. Ugh. It's like the concealer. I didn't mention this because I didn't realise, but when I did the Makeup Revolution concealer review, I really liked it, and I still really like it, but it ran out in like a month, which is a bit crap because my Tarte Shape Tape lasted for 8 months and I can still use it now. Like there's still a little bit in there, but I can't use my Makeup Revolution one anymore. I had to rebuy it, so it might seem cheap, but you run out very fast. It blends in quite quickly, but it doesn't settle really badly into my nose. Like around here I have quite a big problem with that. I'm going to drag it down my neck a little bit just because it is probably a shade too dark for me. I would prefer if they had one more lighter than this, but they do not. So up close, it actually has a really nice finish to it. It is wet to touch. Obviously it's supposed to be a dewy foundation, so it's not supposed to be matte. I really like the finish of it. It kind of looks like I'm not wearing foundation. There's a dog barking. Yeah, I really like the finish. I don't know if you can see if I come a bit closer. I have a spot here that's sort of covered up, but not that much. In the promotional videos on Instagram, there were girls with quite bad acne around here and it completely covered it. So I'm not really sure why. I can still see this spot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go away, finish my makeup, and then I'll do check-ins throughout the day to tell you how it's worn and how it feels. It kind of feels, I can feel it on my face, if you know what I mean. Like with my Fenty one, I can't really feel the foundation on my face, but I can feel it. And it's wet to touch, so I'm worried about it slipping and sliding, so I'm gonna have to powder it, which I don't really like doing because I feel like it makes you look a bit cakey sometimes. But so yeah, I'm gonna go and finish my makeup and then I'll come back and check in with you. I've done my makeup now. I heavily powdered this foundation just because it just felt so slippery. Like, I know it's supposed to be a dewy finish, but it just felt like it was gonna slide all over the place. So I have, oh my gosh, I really needed to powder it down because it was just a bit too slippery. But the finish looks pretty nice. If I show you up close, it looks quite nice. It's now I've powdered it, it's not wet obviously, but I think we just need to just have a look at what it looks like on the forehead. So now I just need to let it be and see how long it lasts and if it moves around or anything. I like the finish of it so far, so have a look at this foundation in direct sunlight. So this is how it looks. It's sort of settled in my nose, but not anything like drastic. Like foundations normally do settle in my nose like that, but if you have a look everywhere else, it looks quite nice. It's not as full coverage as I thought, but it's nice. The only thing is I don't like that I have to powder it so much, but that hasn't made it look too cakey. Now it's about 12:30. Check back in a few hours and see how it has lasted. Okay, so I've just had lunch and I've reapplied my lipstick, but I sort of wiped my face a bit and now the foundation has like come off where I wiped it. I didn't like wipe it with a wet towel, I just like went like this and it sort of clumped up here and then completely disappeared here. I'm not that keen on it at the moment. I don't know if that's because of the powder I used or if it's the foundation, so I feel like I need to use this without a powder maybe tomorrow and then show it. I'm not sure. Anyway, so I'm gonna like see how it wears for the rest of the day and then I'll come back to you and tell you what I think. But if you follow me on Instagram, I'm sure I'll post on my Instagram stories if it was okay without powder or not. So my Instagram is AliceRoseGL. Like, can you see that? It looks like my face is like mouldy. Ugh. On this side it's not so bad because I didn't like try and fix it by doing this. But I even tried to fix it by like dabbing my sponge over it and it just clumped up into... I'm not sure what to do. I might just wipe it away here and reapply it just because it looks really bad. Okay, so I've reapplied it here and it doesn't look so bad now, but it still looks really cakey. So it's 5 o'clock, I thought I should check in with my foundation. It's obviously wiped off where I wear my glasses, but that's normal with any foundation. It doesn't look too bad. I've had a turtleneck on all day, so it's sort of been rubbing like this and nothing's really rubbed off. It actually looks quite good everywhere else. It was just this area that I had a problem with because I touched my face and like when I was eating it just sort of rubbed off, so I had to reapply it and it looked a bit like, I don't know how to explain it. So obviously when it comes to foundation you normally want to wear it a few times before you can really come to a conclusion, but I quite like this foundation. It looks alright everywhere else apart from obviously where I've said. It hasn't worn off where normally I will get a patch here that wears off with foundation. Other than that, it looks pretty good to me. Probably worth the £5, like if you need a quick, easy foundation from Boots or Superdrug, it's a good one to get. I wish they had a shade lighter because I feel like that would suit my skin colour better. I don't know, I'm quite pale. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful for you if you want to like go and buy this foundation or are thinking about getting it or whatever. Yeah, that's the end of my video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see this face and hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.